Today on People Now, the Bachelor season finale shocker. Has Arie really found love?
What's next for Bachelor Nation's newest couple?
Arie, Lauren, and Becca all opening up to people in this week's exclusive cover story.
Plus, find out what Becca is doing with the thousands of dollars fans raised for her.
Also today, why did police search Heather Locklear's home for a gun? We have details.
And Tommy Lee claims he was assaulted by a family member. You might be surprised who it is.
Listen up, parents. Mindy Kaling reveals the important parenting tip she got from her Wrinkle in Time co-star Reese Witherspoon.
Plus, Superstore star Lauren is here telling us all about the new season.
It is all live today on People Now. Good morning, welcome to People Now. Happy Hump Day, everyone.
Woo!
Can we just do away with Hump Day?
Because I always think of a camel.
Let's just call it Wednesday.
It's just Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Got a whole lot of Bachelor news to get to in the vein, though, of love, marriage, and all of that. We do have a question.
We've been talking about a survey done by YouGov that says 51% of Americans believe in love at first sight. So this is always a topic of conversation. So today we wanted to know what you think. Do you believe in love at first sight? Do you think Arie Luyendyk Jr. does? Let us know. Tweet us at People, hashtag People Now.
I hope Arie doesn't, because that means he was really just... Anyway, we'll break down all that stuff. Anyway, the guys, coming up later, we're going to count down, as it continues right now, the Daylight Savings Time countdown. We're very excited. 4 days away from a little more sunshine. Yeah, right?
It's very, very exciting.
Even though on the East Coast here, we feel pretty far away from that because a lot of snow's on the way. But maybe on Sunday, all of that is going to change. Get those clocks ready to spring forward. Now we move on to this. Did everyone catch after the final rose last night? A lot went down following a shocking twist-turning finale. We'll be breaking that all down in just a bit. But first, watch this.
It's hard to describe. You know, I felt a security with her. I felt a safety in that relationship. And I got home and I thought, you know, I leaned on some of my friends that are married and they said, yes, that's like a very mature thing to do. You know, I think that not all romance is very passionate and exciting. You know, you also have to be with someone who makes sense and who'll be there for you and who you know is, would be a good partner and a good mother. And I know that Becca has all those qualities, but, you know, my heart just, it didn't feel right.
Bachelor Arie Luyendyk Jr. is risking it all for love. The 36-year-old race car driver opens up about his controversial breakup with publicist Becca K in this week's People cover story, revealing he's more ready than ever to start a new life with runner-up Lauren B. Arie, who says he felt a sense of security with Becca, admits he was initially terrified Lauren would leave him, saying, quote, there was a little bit of doubt with Lauren. I think it was because she was afraid, but it made me doubt our relationship. I knew that Becca would never leave my side. So he kind of played it safe at first. Well, despite his confusion, Arie says he felt an immense amount of pressure to propose, adding, I didn't want to let anyone down, but I needed more time to make that decision. I made a huge mistake. The relationship with Becca was great, but my heart wasn't with her. And once the show wrapped, Arie leaned on former bachelors and bachelorettes who assured him his mixed feelings were normal, but in the end, he knew something was off and texted Lauren New Year's Eve to talk. Now, after their conversation, Arie says he found the courage to end his relationship with Becca. He tells people, all I can say is I went with my heart. If I had to do this over again and risk it all for her, I would. Man, Arie, we're going to be talking all about last night's After the Final Rose with Bachelor alum Caila Quinn. So much to discuss. That is all coming up in just a bit. But first, Bachelor Becca fans have been rallying around her broken heart and lending a helping hand and some money so she can go get herself a drink, wash away that breakup. Yes, Becca Kufrin says that she has received thousands of dollars from fans through the mobile payment app called Venmo. People leaving comments like, nobody deserves to be done that dirty, have a drink on me, hashtag treat yourself, hashtag girl code. Becca keeps on proving to the world, though, just how great she is, because on Tuesday nights after the final rose, host Chris Harrison revealed that she's pledged to donate all that money to the charity Stand Up for Cancer. Harrison promising that ABC would match the amount. Very cool of her. I hope that she's still going to enjoy maybe a drink or two. I don't know, a few to kind of move on. California police searched the home of Heather Locklear on Tuesday after she allegedly threatened officers during her arrest on February 25th. The Melrose Place alum was not home when officers arrived Tuesday to search her property for a firearm registered in her name. A captain with the Ventura County Sheriff's Department says the search was prompted by Locklear's threats against the deputies who responded to a domestic violence call at her home in late February. Locklear allegedly verbally threatened deputies, saying she would, quote, shoot them if they ever came to her house again. This according to a press release by the Thousand Oaks Police Department. Now, those specific threats were what prompted the search to seize the firearm. However, detectives say they did not find it and have added that Locklear does not have a domestic violence restraining order against her. In February, the actress' brother called 911 after he allegedly saw her and her boyfriend fighting. Locklear was arrested on suspicion of felony domestic battery, as well as 3 counts of battery on a police officer after she became combative with those deputies. She's scheduled to appear in Ventura Superior Court on March 13th. We'll keep you posted on People.com. Tommy Lee and his son Brandon allegedly got into a fight that left the Motley Crue rocker with a bloodied lip. Tommy initially posted a selfie picture of his swollen lip to Instagram before quickly deleting it. In the post, he included a caption saying this. He said, "My heart is broken. You can give your kids everything they could ever want in their entire lives, and they can still turn against you. Good job, Brandon. Great son." Lee and his son, who he shares with Pamela Anderson, seemed to be having issues earlier on. Brandon posting a video to Instagram stories on Monday saying that the older he gets, the more he realizes that there are very few people he can trust. Lee posted a video of his own to Instagram stories on Tuesday, showing an untidy room and claiming it was his son's. TMZ reports that Brandon allegedly punched his dad in self-defense because he was drunk. Tommy responded in a tweet explaining that he was in bed with his fiancée when his son, quote, busted in the room and assaulted him. The incident apparently left Lee unconscious. He was later taken to the hospital. Now, authorities have named Brandon as a person of interest, but no arrests have been made just yet. Brandon has been cooperating with police in the ongoing investigation. Of course, we'll keep you posted on People.com. Kind of a convoluted story there, a lot to follow.
There.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, switching gears here. Since we're talking all things Bachelor today, it got us thinking about this survey, which says that 51% of Americans believe in love at first sight. We want to know if you do.
All right. Randy says, I've been with my partner of 46 years. I met him on a Saturday night in NYC, and when I got home from work on Monday, told my roommates I had met the man I was going to spend the rest of my life with. Hashtag love at first sight is real.
Wow, I'm surprised 51%. That's very high. I believe in lust at first sight and infatuation at first sight.
And chemistry at first sight.
But like love, how do you know you love the person?
Right. I guess different if you think of it as different layers
That's
of love.
True.
Okay, so we can give it a little bit of love at first sight. But the real love comes later after hard work and dedication,
Time
everyone.
And trust.
Listen up, Ari.
A lot of factors.
Love advice from people now. Thanks.
Yeah, from the single person.
Keep the comments coming in. We'll check in with you again soon. But first, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, we're not done talking The Bachelor. We're kicking off Star Trek with some famous faces who are making us feel a lot better about our Bachelor obsession. Watch this.
Oh my God, the new Bachelorette is Becca. I did not see that coming. That is so crazy. Like, what ABC?
Modern Family Sarah Hyland hilariously reacting to the not-so-surprising news that Becca will be our new Bachelorette. Now, she's one of many celebs who had a lot of feelings during the 2-night Bachelor finale, like Ellen DeGeneres, who let 3 pictures do the talking, tweeting this series of photos to show how shocked she was by Arie's decision. It was literally a jaw-dropper. We feel you, Ellen. Meanwhile, Maria Menounos and Beauty and the Beast star Josh Gad had a full-on Twitter convo about the whole thing. We can't get enough of it. First, Josh admitted he got totally sucked into his wife's guilty pleasure, comparing The Bachelor to, quote, CNN nightly recap of the day, crazy bleep. Not a bad description, honestly. Then Maria shooting back like crazy. I can't believe people go on this show. Why would you do this to yourself? And making her predictions for Arie's final choice. Then Josh agreed, responding, cruel, just unnecessarily cruel. And Maria capped it off with all of our thoughts. She says, but you're gonna watch tonight, right? Of course he was going to watch. I mean, we can't look away, as sad as it is sometimes. And okay, we're totally happy for Arie and Lauren, and we're glad they found love, I guess. But can we talk about that rock? Arie proposed to Lauren during Tuesday night's live Bachelor finale with a handmade platinum and diamond ring that we now know is over 3.5 carats. And according to jeweler to the stars Neil Lane, who designed the piece himself, it's, quote, way more bold than the 3-carat ring Arie gave Becca when he proposed in Peru. I mean, look at this thing. The gorgeous bling features a cushion-cut center stone surrounded by a halo of smaller diamonds. It's flanked by 2 baguette diamonds on the band and over 170 small stones as decorative accents. Lane calls it one of the most decorated rings he's ever created and says it has a whole different feel from Becca's ring, explaining, quote, it's not as soft as Becca's and it has lots of personality with many design aesthetics. He says the ring is unique because it's totally encrusted with diamonds on all 3 sides. No surprise here, but Lane calls it a wow ring, and we agree. Lane said he had an inkling something wasn't quite right with Arie's relationship with Becca as he watched him struggle to pick out her ring back in Peru. Lane reveals that Arie kept coming back to another ring and saying how perfect it would be for another girl, who turned out to be Lauren. With all that in mind, Lane calls it, quote, kismet, that Arie was finally able to propose with the ring that intrigued him the most in the first place. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. We are talking to the hilarious Lauren Ash about her hit NBC comedy Superstore. Plus, we are giving you a sneak peek of PeopleTV's new glammed up show. It is called Face the Fan. Stick around.
Well, Brad Pitt is single and maybe ready to mingle.
Yes.
Brad has kept a low profile in the days since his September 2016 split from Angelina Jolie. But there he is, stepping out in LA for a pre-Oscars party on March 1st.
Yeah, he looks great. Love the distinguished salt and pepper beard that he's rocking. He's
Good.
beard goals for me, eventually. The ladies already lining up, of course.
Yeah, that's right. Tiffany Haddish already made first dibs on the single star. So on Tuesday, we told you that Tiffany revealed she ran into Brad in an elevator backstage at the Oscars. They made a pact. If they were both still single in a year, they'd knock boots.
See if that happens.
You know what that means.
Yeah, I do. Some people probably don't, but I do. Well, in the meantime, the 54-year-old actor has just signed on to star in Quentin Tarantino's latest film, which is about the controversial and tragic Manson family murders.
Yeah, well, Brad is still working out the terms of his divorce, including custody of the 6 children he shares with Angelina. But according to sources, Brad, quote, seems to be in a better place. The source goes on to say that, quote, the separation was a very dark time for him, but lately he looks healthier and happier. He seems excited about life.
Yeah, so happy to see Brad getting out there doing his thing. And guys,
maybe in a year, those two are gonna knock boots.
We'll find out. Mindy Kaling, though, she is loving parenthood.
Yes, the funny woman sat down with People and said that being a mother is so fun.
Yeah, she says her daughter is constant smiles, and she's been taking a ton of photos of her, of course.
She's even a little nervous there won't be any wall space left in her house after putting all those pictures up.
Yeah, Kaling also revealed that she got some important parenting advice from none other than her Wrinkle in Time co-star, Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, I guess she talked Kaling through how to carry a car seat on an airplane. Is that a hard thing to do,
It can
Jeremy?
be very difficult. Good advice. I would love to know exactly what the tip was. But Kaling, Witherspoon, and Oprah Winfrey, of course, had a lot of bonding time on the set of A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, and Kaling revealing that she's still campaigning for Oprah 2020.
She tells people that she and Reese actually want to run Oprah's campaign.
Yeah, Kaling even told Oprah that she wants to be her Secretary of State.
There you go.
I get behind that.
It would be a star-powered campaign, no doubt. Now, if you want even more Wrinkle in Time news, you can pick up People's complete guide on newsstands right now.
All right, timeless star Abigail Spencer is featured in this week's issue of People.
That is right. She opens up about motherhood, her struggles as an actress, and her friendship with Meghan Markle. Yes, Abigail and Meghan starred in Suits together back in the day and have known each other for quite some time.
Yeah, she shared her thoughts on the new life Meghan is about to start with Prince Harry.
Meghan Markle is one of the most loveliest human beings on the planet and the world. I'm just so excited that the world will get to experience her loveliness, and I really think that her platform for charity and for World Vision and her eye and her fortitude, really she's going to have a great moment to change the world. And if anyone can do it, it can be her. But she's always, I've known her for so long, so I'm just excited that the world gets to meet the person that I love so much, and just so wonderful to see her so happy.
Yeah, she is certainly lovely. And Abigail and Meghan starred in Suits together for 5 years between 2011 and 2016.
Yeah, the same year she left the show, Spencer started a new role as Lucy Preston on ABC's Timeless.
Yeah, the show got canceled in 2017 due to low live viewer ratings, but a small and fiercely loyal following helped bring the show back to life.
Yeah, now that Timeless is hopefully here to stay, Abigail shared who the cast would love to have on the show and revealed that they actually played a huge role in the show's comeback.
We really want Leslie Jones from SNL to come on the show. She's such a big fan. I strongly believe that one of the reasons we got picked up is because of her personal fandom and her world. She's shown a light on the show. I mean, she even mentioned us on SNL. She's just been so generous and kind. She would be great.
I am all the way here for a Leslie Timeless collaboration in the future. I think
Yeah,
it'd be
me
great.
too. Now, Abigail's character Lucy is a historian who time travels.
Spoiler alert, in the new season, she gets to meet amazing women of the past like Alice Paul and travels to the women's suffrage era. We just had to get her thoughts on the current historical moment that we're in now with the Me Too movement.
We're living in an era where a lot of things are coming to light. You know, I think as a culture, we're saying no, we matter equally, and we are not going to take it anymore. And it's been happening progressively for a long time, but I think there's a real consciousness now that women have been treated as the lesser species on the planet. And I really feel like we're in the middle of a time where we're going to see true equality.
I've made some bad decisions, but the best decision was running back to you. I can't imagine a life without you. You have shown me a love that is patient, a love that is kind, and I truly believe you are my soulmate. I'm ready to face this life with you and all that comes with it, the good and the bad. I love you so much. And I want to do this in front of everyone because I want to show you that I should have done this a long time ago. So. Lauren, Elizabeth Burnham, will you marry me?
Yeah, there you go. Arie is engaged again. Another Bachelor Nation shocker. Can you believe it? I mean, I can at this point, I guess.
I kind of felt bad about the crowd, though. There's so much to break down after last night's After the Final Rose. Joining us live to talk all about it is the lovely Caila Quinn. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
So, okay, we saw the proposal. We've been talking about the massive ring. Did you expect Arie to propose on stage last night?
I think you had to, because that's the ending we were looking for. We wanted him to end up with somebody, and this is the final ending, so.
Well, and at that point, it's kind of like, well, may as well, right? It's coming. He's already, like, blown everything out of the water.
He got the ring, he got it back.
You got the ring,
It was
yeah.
so weird because, like, no one was clapping.
It was like golf clap, yeah, like slow.
It was just so awkward.
We hadn't processed it at all.
So, yeah, the audience and viewers at home as well seemed pretty confused. Here's a tweet. Ian tweeted that Arie's trying to be like Oprah. Do we have it? I think. There we go. Yeah, giving out love. We showed this, I think, a couple weeks ago. Like, you get love.
Yeah, and former contestant Bibiana had some not so subtle thoughts, hinting that Arie might have just wanted that complimentary Neil Lane ring before popping the question. Oh, the shade.
Caila, let's jump into this. Why do you think Arie chose to propose? And with Becca clearly still backstage, was it a good move or was it a cruel move?
I think it was what he wanted to do from the beginning, so I think it was a good move on his part.
At that point, you kind of forget about the fact that, well, the damage has been done.
Right, and he kind of owes it to Lauren. Like, that's what she signed up for on the show, so you know what? You get it, girl. You won, you forgave him, you get the ring.
Give her a
Yeah, I
moment.
mean, she seemed to forgive and, like, forget everything very, very quickly.
Yeah.
She even told him she didn't want to wait too long for a proposal. Should they have taken some more time? I mean, do you think Lauren knows the whole story about his breakup with Becca? They didn't even watch
Well, it
the
sounds
episode.
like they had this conversation in February when they got back together, so since February it's been, what, 2-3 months? So they had some time together, more than most.
All right.
I suppose time heals.
Yeah.
I'm more of a, like, the bitter type.
Well, I mean, for us, it's immediate, but I mean, for them, there's been a lot of time has gone by
Yeah.
for them to talk through all this stuff. I hope.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about when Arie and Becca met face to face, a bit of tension. Arie even got a few boos from the crowd. Watch this moment.
I had the conversation with Lauren, and then I didn't want to be rash. You know, I knew that there was all these feelings, and I wanted to be certain in my decision before I'd come to you to tell you that I wanted to pursue that. And that wasn't easy for me. You were working, and we were apart, and that... No, but that time was the time I needed to really sort out my feelings.
Yeah, so what do you think of his responses to her questions and everything? Do you feel empathy for him, or did he just dig his own grave?
I mean, he owned up to his mistakes, so you can't fault a guy for doing that.
Yeah.
And he followed his heart, so honestly, I'm behind him all the way. He asked for forgiveness, he said that he screwed up, and we have to move on.
He wanted to say those things, and I think
Yeah.
it would have been the easier way out not to, because it
Right.
does get that literal response from the crowd. So I'm glad that he did too. But Becca had this great moment where she called out Arie's lack of respect for her. What do you think were Arie's true intentions when he contacted Lauren on New Year's Eve? Do you feel like that was disrespectful? Do you think that was like, let me feel this out?
He had to. He had feelings for her. If you can't move on from those feelings unless you have closure. And unfortunately, she had no idea that it would move their relationship forward, his and Lauren's.
Yeah, well, despite all the tears and heartbreak, Becca received the surprise of a lifetime from the man who makes everyone's dreams come true, Chris Harrison. Watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce the new Bachelorette, Becca.
here, Caila in here
Caila's-
cheering.
Yeah, she's one.
Yeah, on board.
Becca.
So she was announced as a new Bachelorette. She even got to start a little early. What did you think of the parade of suitors that we saw? Did you have any
They were
favorites?
so handsome, and she was so elegant. She handled it really well. She's a girl that can take things on the spot, so she's going to be a great Bachelorette.
All right.
Yeah, we saw a little taste of how she will be as the next Bachelorette, but how do you think she's going to do? Like, what style? Like, what do you think she's about her being it?
I think she's really comforting, but also is going to stand up for herself. You could tell she's like really took it, like gave it to Arie. She really wanted answers from him, and so she's going to get the same all season long.
And she's just a sweetheart. Like,
Yeah.
she's
She
so
is.
likable.
I think she's very decisive too, which I think could be really good for this. Unlike
We need decisive
can we
people on
please?
this show.
Yes, can we have some decision
We do.
makers?
Yes, people who are ready.
Yeah. All right. So a lot of people debating whether or not she's ready for this emotionally after all that she's been through. Do you think it's too soon for her to jump into that role, or what?
Personally, it would be too soon for me because, I mean, she was just engaged like 3 months ago, but it seems like she's really processed it, and if you've mourned a loss of a relationship, you can move on. And
Gotta
it looks
grieve
like
it
she has.
for a while and
Yes.
then boom.
Best way to get over a relationship. You know
Grieve
what they
it.
say.
Start a new one.
Yes.
On to the next. On to the next.
A lot of distractions. Before we let you go, there's a lot of girl power on the stage last night.
Yes.
Becca M's faces were amazing. We love her. The moment they had on the couch was really great. What do you think about this supportive friendship and everything that they have? They were so fired up.
I think that's the best thing that comes out of this show is the relationships you get with these girls because you all are in this together. You share this experience that nobody else will understand.
So the bond with the girls, it really is that kind of like tight-knit thing.
It is, and you'll have them the rest of your life.
Who do you stay in touch with from your season?
It's so funny. I stay in touch with Amanda. I stay in touch with a couple other girls, and we're just really, really supportive of one another. And it's so funny. I met Charlene because of the show, and she's one of my closest friends. I will have her with me for the rest of my life, and so I'm so grateful for that. So if anything, these girls should, really applaud that connection.
I love it. I love the girl power.
I do too. It's like I feel like there's another little spinoff somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Like,
That's really true.
Right? Like it's sort of like the Real Housewives, but it's like I don't know, whatever. We'll talk about it. Chris Harrison, listen up when you come in next. We got some ideas.
All right, thank you so much, Caila, for joining us, helping us recap last night and this entire season. It's been a wild ride. We'll see you guys in a few months when Becca will be the one handing out the roses. We can't wait for that. Woo! Becca.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
Okay, makeup lovers, listen up. PeopleTV has a new show where you can come face to face with your favorite fabulous makeup influencers called Face the Fan. In the first episode, beauty guru Manny MUA helps one woman get the ultimate breakup makeover. You're seeing her right now before any makeup at all, but Manny gives her the full-on glammed up look of her dreams. Check it out.
Now we're gonna apply some eyelashes.
Oh boy.
Eyelashes is my favorite part. Honestly, this part is the part that really gets me going.
Those lashes, oh my God.
I know. So what we're gonna do is actually do a neutral lip. So we're gonna take this.
Oh my God. I cannot even believe that is the same me. I don't only like it, I love it.
Oh, do you really? Oh my God,
really
give me a hug.
do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
You are going to leave your baby at the mercy of a person whose judgment is so bad, she moved from Hawaii to St. Louis.
Yes, I am. And as soon as I give Sandra the shot, our deal is over.
Fine. Good. Marcus? That was just foreplay, all right? We're about to get this thing going.
A lot more to come. I love everything about it. People, of course, cannot get enough of NBC's hit comedy, Superstore.
Yeah, well, it just got renewed for its 4th season, and joining us now is one of the show's hilarious stars, Lauren Ash. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So great to talk to you. Let's start with this. Congrats on the renewal.
Thank you.
So your co-star, America Ferrera, of course, posted this amazing video that everyone's been talking about. Wait, before we get to that, hold on. I'm so sorry. I jumped ahead. I want to talk about the Elton John party that you went to. I can't.
This is the real news.
Yeah, the real news here. Okay,
Yeah.
you had an epic run-in at Elton John's Oscars party.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
I am the biggest Teen Mom obsessed fan that exists. And one of my best friends and I, we watch it, like we sit on the phone together and like watch it together. We're obsessed. and we found out at this Elton John Oscars party that Farrah Abraham was somewhere.
Oh, gosh.
But it's so big,
It's huge,
so
right?
small, and
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way we're gonna, oh my God, she's right there. She's dressed like Jessica Rabbit. She has the candy red hair, the red sequin gown.
Wow.
And my best friend, who's also my publicist, I was like, I never asked her to do this, and I was like, you have to go and pump me up.
Yeah.
And be like, the star from NBC wants to meet you. And so she does, and I walk over, and I was like, hi, and she's like, what an amazing accomplishment you've made.
Wow.
That was her opener, and she was so lovely.
So are you guys, are you gonna stay in touch?
Listen, okay, she may have followed me back on Instagram. I have not slid into the DMs, but I'm thinking about it.
Wait, I
Mission
wanna know
accomplished.
what is it about Farrah that makes you so obsessed with her?
Listen, I'm obsessed with all of them, okay? I'm obsessed with the show. I've literally, Amber started following me on Twitter, and I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And I read all their books. Like, I'm like a legit crazy person. And so I sent her a message like, I loved your book. I see you're in LA if you wanted to grab lunch. And she was like, thanks so much. And I was like, oh, man. What is it gonna take? Teen moms, I have to say this. What is it gonna take to let me take you to lunch? That's my question. Please let me take you to lunch. I love all of you. I want to ask all the questions.
I think it's a long game, and the Farrah Abraham thing is really helping now. We're one step on the ladder closer.
Always like be a little hard to get, I think. That usually works too.
Well, it's too late for that. So now we're actually making progress. All right, now on to the congratulations on the renewal of the show. America Ferrera posted a video of everyone finding out the news.
Yes.
Was it really a surprise though? I mean, the train is rolling here. You guys have momentum.
Listen, I don't want to say that we were like, we all assumed, but it was like, we love the show. People love the show. People are still finding the show. So, early on in the seasons, it was kind of like there was some visibility. Now when I'm walking down the street, I'm getting stopped constantly.
Okay.
So I feel like people are really kind of getting on the Superstore train, which is amazing. And so we kind of all thought that it was probably going to come back.
Good.
But you never want to get cocky.
Of course not.
But how did you celebrate when you got the official word?
Well, we were all about to do our last table read, and so it was going in. So we cheered. And I was like, okay, we have to get back into this now. So we all went out as a cast. Our cast is really close. We all really genuinely love each other. So we had an amazing dinner at a place called Nomad Hotel in Los Angeles, which was phenomenal. They did all these customized things. They made a drinks menu that was all customized about the show.
Oh, this was an all-out party.
It was an all-out party, and they knew, one of my pinned tweet on Twitter is about how I love Prosecco. So when I showed up, they had changed all the labels on the Prosecco bottles to Lauren's juice.
What?
Which I thought was
that's
really
really
nice
cool.
touch. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you tell Farrah Abraham about that, and you're gonna be having lunch with everybody.
If you roll with me, Teen Moms, you'll get Prosecco. Okay?
Things change when you walk in the room. All right, let's talk about your character, Dina. She's this tough kind of a stickler. How similar are you to her?
I want to say not at all.
Okay.
And then I find moments where I'm like, I'm saying things that could happen on the show.
Okay.
Somebody said something to me once, and I was like, rules are there for a reason. And then I literally was like, I can't believe I just said that out loud.
So she's rubbing off on you.
It's rubbing off on me. It's rubbing off. I think all of us have like little bits of us that are kind of creeping in. Like Ben Feldman describes like reading scripts now as just a roast of him. Because it's like he's so close to Jonah that at this point it's like, it's just making fun of him and how he talks.
Yeah.
You know?
For anyone who hasn't seen the show, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's comedy based around mega stores, superstores. When you go to a store like that now, is it weird for you? Do you kind of creep on employees and take notes? Or do you stay away from superstores?
I'm obsessed with Target. Like it's, my friend says that Target has the highest cover charge in all of the world because it's like you go in to buy nothing and you pay $300 to leave. I'm obsessed with it. I will say that when I go into Targets now, I feel like all of them watch our show and they're all terrified of me because they think that I'm really her. And it's like, you're that lady. And it's like, yeah, but not really. I just like rules to be followed. But I used to work in a store like that in high school in Canada, and so it feels very like surreal, full circle.
One of my favorite internet memes is about Target. It's like, hey, did you find everything you needed? They're like, first of all, I didn't mean to find any of this stuff, but I'm buying all of it, which is what's great about Superstores. Will season 4 include the infamous cop costume again?
Listen, that's my dream.
Yeah.
We wore it in season 2. It was the most followers I've ever gained in a day on social media. Yes. The cop costume. People were like, I knew that you were actually hot. Those were the comments I was getting. I was like, all right. So this Halloween, I literally texted the showrunner, Justin Spitzer, and I was like, I don't know if you have any ideas, but maybe we could do a sexy costume again. And then I was like, okay, truth moment. Just put me in the cop costume. We can't.
Whatever it takes.
Exactly.
Oh, what does your boyfriend think of that look? And do you still have that outfit?
You know what? They won't let me keep it because they may be bringing it again and again, till it's in tatters, apparently. I think on my first date with my boyfriend, he was like, I think he said to me, he's like, when I saw you in that cop costume, I was like, that's what they've been hiding under those khaki pants.
That thing has under those khaki pants.
The khaki pants are off.
That cop costume.
Yeah.
It changed your life.
It
your
did.
whole life.
Exactly.
Love
It's brought
and
me
everything.
love.
Yeah.
Like, this is great. Will that bring me the teen moms?
Who knows? Who knows? Time will tell. Season 4 will tell. America Ferrera announced that she's expecting her first child in January. Obviously very exciting. Still a few months ago. How excited is she? Have you already kind of, I don't know, seen a change in her sensibilities or what?
Oh my God. She is, first of all, adorable. She's also like 5 foot nothing, so she's like this adorable belly. The baby will kick for me. When it hears me,
oh really?
Yeah, on set, when the baby hears me, because she's like, for her husband's like trying to feel and isn't feeling anything. I walk up and I'm like, hey bro, and he's like, he goes crazy.
That's crazy. That's really
I know.
cool.
I was like so flattered. That's like, he just recognizes like my booming, loud, obnoxious voice. That's all. Auntie Lauren.
What type of mom do you think she's going to be?
Amazing. She's going to be an amazing mom. You know, she is somebody who doesn't have a minute of the day that isn't filled. So it's like, oh yeah, I got up at 3 to do my triathlon training, and then I took 4 meetings before I came to work at 6. And then, you know, on my lunch break, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do a hot yoga class. And then they, like, she's one of those, so I'm like, first of all, she functions on, I think, no sleep. So that'll make you a great mom to begin with. But she's so lovely and wonderful and smart and funny, and I just am so excited for her and Ryan. I think it's going to be really awesome.
You already have the rapport with the baby, so volunteer babysitter, maybe?
Listen, I'm in there.
All right.
I'm in there.
Not afraid of that.
No.
Yeah, okay, last question. You know, a lot of people, a lot of shows like to do crossovers. So you got us thinking, maybe a crossover, a drama, the drama This Is Us with Superstore. Is this something that...
They have to go shopping
Is this wishful
sometime,
thinking?
right?
Is this maybe something that could happen
Listen,
in NBC crossover?
The only thing I am as obsessed with Teen Mom as is how obsessed I am with This Is Us. And I would die. We have brought this up. Chrissy Metz and I have talked about it. Because if you look at us, the two of us, like, we could play siblings. We look like we have
not
similar...
thought about that, but you're
we
totally
could play
right.
siblings. Although, of course, that would make no sense. There isn't a long-lost big 4.
Or is there?
Or is there? The twin goes back from the dead. It's me. Too dark. It's early in the morning.
Too much, yeah, too much.
But no, I think that was, we've said, it's like, can't they come shopping in a Cloud9? Like, can't a Cloud9 exist in that world?
It's gotta, anyway, it's out there now, if it hasn't been until now.
Start internet campaigns.
I like that we were like, oh, this might be too far-fetched, and you were like, oh, we've already talked
discussed
about
it. No, literally, it's like, we gotta make this happen.
We've started a lot of things that we need to follow up on in this conversation, so we will circle back with you at some time soon in the future.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Guys, you can make sure to watch NBC Superstore every Thursday at 8/7 Central. And before we go,
Yeah, it's time to check in on the question of the day. One last time, we're asking you if you believe in love at first sight.
do you believe in love at first sight?
You know what? We were talking about this backstage. My boyfriend's back there, and he was like, lust. And I was like, wow, that's nice.
Right? No, but I mean, but let's be real.
No, you can't.
But I agree with him, actually. I think that it's like, I believe that there's people that you immediately connect with.
Chemistry.
But that's not real love.
Right.
Love has to grow.
Puppy love maybe at first
Yeah.
sight.
That's
but
exactly
real
what I'm
love,
saying.
yeah.
So that 51%.
You crazy.
No, I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Reese says, absolutely, the first time I met my husband, I was completely in love. I knew he was the one right then and there. I was 22 then, I'm 33 now, and I'm still completely and utterly in love with him.
Again, the attraction can be there, and you can know a lot of things, but you grow into love. Anyway, here we go.
Because apparently we're the experts.
Yeah, listen up, everyone. We rarely have opinions about these things, but this one we're going all in.
We'll be asking you a new question of the day tomorrow on People Now, so come back at 8:30.
And coming up tomorrow, celebrity chef Gina Neely's here talking all about jumping back in the dating game on Bravo's new show, To Rome for Love. Plus, Andy Favreau, star of the new NBC show Champions, will be here live to break down what we can expect to see on the debut season.
Yes, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Olympic ice dancers Maya and Alex Shibutani. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Alex Shibutani.
And I'm Maya Shibutani.
We're the Shipsibs, and this is One Last Thing. Our last family vacation was...
Too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't been on vacation in such a long time, but it's about time now, I think.
And it was worth it, right?
Yeah, we worked really hard, and it's time to enjoy it. The last time I was starstruck.
Oh, I remember. Who did we see at the airport? Couldn't miss him.
Oh, okay. We were in New York,
Yep.
and I saw Kevin Garnett. I'm a huge basketball fan, and so, I mean, you can't miss him. He's 7 feet tall.
The last meme that made me laugh out loud. Have you been paying attention to memes?
So there have been a lot of memes thrown our way on social media during the Olympics, and we have this element in figure skating called twizzles that we do really well.
They're
I showed you
synchronized
this.
turns. Yep.
And there was a photoshopped photo of us with our heads and our bodies were Twizzlers, the candy. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Creative, yeah.
Yeah.